Hello and welcome to another JDS Meow Kitty gaming video. Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at the new MISC Fortune. The Salvage variant that is to compete with the Vulture. So we'll just bring it up the lift. And let's take a closer look. So it very much just looks like a Prospector, which is a mining ship. We have the two tractor beam arms on the side there. The salvage tool is underhung at the front there, just like the Prospector. On the side there we have some little pea shooters, little repeaters. And we have a VTOL thrusters at the front and back on both sides. And there's the cargo grid, the automatic conveyor belt cargo grid. So I'm assuming that the cargo will come out of that square and then slide across and then go into those platforms there. And then we come around the back, we have the rear thruster. There's a few thrusters on it. And what do we have under here? There's a little button there. That's not on the Prospector. And a ramp comes down. That's pretty cool. We won't look at that just yet. And we'll go around and look on the other side. See whether there's a door at the front like the Prospector. And yeah, there it is. Seems to be a bit further away. But you can still access the ladder. So that comes down. Now I wonder where the fuel port is. Or maybe it doesn't have one on this ship. I'm pretty sure they're trying to make it so all of them have a refueling port somewhere. But I can't... No, that's not it. No, it doesn't seem to have one. So I guess if anyone knows where it is, you can comment below. So let's go up the ramp. Won't let me go on that side. Let's go around the back. Now I'm trying to find the panel. There it is. Let's close that. That's pretty cool. You got a nice little banner at the back there. I was expecting that to be some sort of component, but it just says MISC. We have the cooler component. On the other side we have the shields. Looks like they're both tucked away there. I wonder what this little panel does. Okay, so it looks like there's two ways to go down. Or you can call it back up if you're inside. In the first compartment, on the side we have... This is where you craft items, or where you tell it to auto-eject, or see how much cargo you've scooped up. And it still does that whole scroll out when you try and scroll down issue they've had since day one. So you got two panels. You can get two things going at once, I guess. And one of them will use the resources on one side of the ship, and the other one will use the resources on the other side of the ship. Nothing on the roof. Ah, that's cool. You can see through the glass panel. You can see whether you've got some boxes attached to the side. And of course, it's empty on mine right now. Now let's see what the lighting looks like. Now you can make it go nice and dark. And well, it keeps on opening and closing the door. There we go. These ones are the emergency lights. That's pretty boring. Just flashes little red lights. So we're going to the front compartment, and on the left here we have, looks like the weapon rack. And you can deploy that, and I'm guessing it only does pistols or multi-tools, the small weapons or tools. I like that it slides away and the panel closes in front of it. That's good. We have the quantum drive and the gravity, and the radar and life support. And on the other side we have the bed. Oh, and that personal storage. Looks like we have 900k micro SCU. Above the bed we have the computer. And looks like another shield. Strange place to have it. Now let's test out the bed. Yeah, pretty much this looks like the Prospector. You've got log out down the bottom right and get up. Of course I'm still in the hangar so I can't log out. And across there we have the engineering station. And we have a water dispenser. And the toilet. Looks like they have decided not to have a mirror this time. You have a toilet there, sink. And there's the exit at the front. Close that door. And then we'll head up towards the front. We have the cockpit seat. Looks pretty much like the Prospector. Now the first thing I like to do is change over to configuration, disable auto slowdown, turn on the advanced HUDs, and we'll look at the visibility. Yeah, pretty good, pretty easy to see, just like the Prospector. Okay, and let's take off, and we'll have a look at the VTOL. Nice little swivel to it. And back again. Bring up the landing gear. Put out the salvage arm. Kind of looks like a mosquito. Alright. Now let's take this for a flight. I'll leave the hangar. Turn off the VTOL. And now we are at a salvage contract. Let's get a bit closer. And it looks like we have an arrow. So we'll turn on the salvage tool. Start stripping the ship. Alright, so it is a bit slower than the Vulture, considering you only have one salvage tool. But I must admit it's a bit easier without having these two big arms sticking out the front. Now I'm interested to see what it does when I get to 1 SCU. Okay, so I've just got to 1 SCU. And I think I've turned off auto load, so we'll go to the back and I'll manually eject it. And that's what it looks like. Just stuck onto the side on one of those plates. That would be very convenient if you had a friend in a cargo ship and they could just grab the boxes straight off the side. So I'll turn on auto eject and I'll see what it looks like. Okay, now it's coming out the side there, and alright. I was expecting the first box to slide to the side, but it looks like the second box just came out and popped on top of it. Maybe that's something they'll fix later. And I want to test removing one of the boxes, but I don't have a multi-tool, so we'll look at crafting one. And looks like I have the recycled material, but I'm missing the construction material. So we'll pick up another contract. And this time we will munch the ship up and get the construction material. Let's see how quick this is. Yeah, it seems pretty quick, but it's only an arrow. And now we have enough to craft it. I'm guessing it's going to pop out in that black box there. Yep, there it is. It slides out. You just equip that. Now I need to craft the tractor beam. There we go. Put that in my hand. And then I can drag and drop it onto the multi-tool. And I have a tractor beam. We'll jump outside. And let's see whether we can get these inside the ship. So it looks like there's a cargo grid at the back. You can snap 4 boxes. Let's see whether you can be a bit cheeky and get inside the ship. So I can get up onto that ledge. And I can drag it down the middle of the ship. It sort of hits the doorways a bit. And a little bit more. Not the easiest. We'll rotate it around. There we go. Now I have a problem of not being able to get past, so I have to lift it up, crouch down, go underneath it, then put it down. And let's try the second box. No. So it's not particularly easy. And then get to the next door, you got to open it, get it through there. There we go, done. And of course, if I want to get the pilot seat, I then have to go around the outside and float in the side. And of course, now I'm met with a box in the way. So I'm going to move that out of the way. But it does look like you should be able to stack 2 on top of each other. So you can probably get quite a few boxes inside. There's just a bit of messing around. Alright, we'll head back to Lawville and we'll practice taking off the boxes from the side cargo grid and popping them in the cargo lift. So it's pretty easy. You just grab hold of it, chuck it over to the side, grab another one, chuck it on the side, another one, and this one here is probably the most annoying. And we'll try just throwing it over the side and we'll see whether we can catch it. Oh, I just touched the ground. I think that's a pretty good grab. Chuck that in the lift. And lower it down. And then we will go sell at the commodity shop. You can sell the construction material, only about 2k. And the recycled material, 25.5, that's pretty good. And there we go. And I really appreciate all the people that have subscribed to my channel and commented and liked my videos. It really helps out my channel. So if you enjoyed the video, you found it helpful, it would help my channel if you could please subscribe. And then you can see me in another video.